I'm Greg Verga, and I'm asking for your vote to re-elect me as your mayor. I think the most important question for Gloucester voters come this November is, which candidate sees the real Gloucester and has an outlook for the city that syncs up with everyday life for everyday people every single day? I'm one of those everyday people. I'm proud to be part of Gloucester's heritage. I grew up on Portuguese Hill in a multi-generational fishing family. My dad worked for the city as the director of the Fisheries Commission. I raised a family here, put myself through school while working a full-time blue-collar job, and I'm proud to walk my grandkids to or from West Parish Elementary whenever I can. In my youth up on the hill, like so many neighborhoods of this city, my family was part of a close-knit, diverse community. People worked hard for a living. We went to Our Lady of Good Voyage Church. We were proud of our neighborhood's diversity and how that connected us with Gloucester's rich cultural identity. It was inside my childhood home on the hill where I learned the value of service to others. My dad ultimately served Gloucester as a 7-term state representative. I caught that civil service bug from him. Before becoming mayor, I served our city for 8 years on the school committee, followed by 6 years on the city council. So my family has been fighting for decades to make Gloucester a better place for everyone. I'm running for re-election because I love this city, I love this job, I'm good at it, and I've got more to offer. I've done much to move Gloucester forward, but being a successful mayor is about more than just checking off a list of projects. It requires a deep understanding of what makes Gloucester unique, our maritime heritage, our culture and economic diversity, our strong sense of community. Being a successful mayor is also about forward thinking and making decisions that anticipate and account for the digital age we live in. We have to preserve our heritage and community, but we can't use ideas from Y2K to tackle today's 21st century problems. I think being a successful mayor means looking ahead, not back. My vision for the city is that it keeps evolving while staying true to the roots my ancestors set down. And we're on our way. We're steadily becoming a place where residents and businesses are served by leading-edge resources and support from their city. Much of what's making your life better since I took office is highly visible. Major improvements to our streets and thoroughfares, our buildings and institutions, our city services, and our parks and green space. Beach traffic is no longer a headache. Some improvements are less conspicuous, like record investments into our school budget and expanding the vocational program, or nearly $10 million in grants my administration has secured for Gloucester since 2022. In less than 4 years, Gloucester has become more climate resilient, more energy efficient, more modern, and more welcoming to visitors, all while city government has become more transparent than ever before. Now, my opponent would have you believe I'm just an ideas guy. But does my record really sound like sizzle over substance? In sharp contrast, at a recent public forum, my opponent said the word plan, plans, or planning more than 30 times. He said the word vision more than 20 times. He did so without offering any real specifics about his own plans or vision. He did so without articulating even the scaffolding of a well-defined roadmap for this city. I'm not interested in fiction, I'm interested in facts. As your mayor, I have found and will keep finding ways to do whatever municipal government can do to move the city closer and closer to the place I envision. I see a Gloucester where we keep refining our core city services for residents, improve parking access downtown, empower a more diversified business community, and create real relief for our entry-level and middle-class housing crisis, making it just a little bit easier for everyday citizens to live, to work, and to play here. Let's not change horses midstream, Gloucester. I've built our momentum, I know my job, my team's a well-oiled machine, and I've got the energy, the stamina, and the passion to put in the work and get things done. So I'm asking for your vote on November 4th. So thank you so much.
My name is Paul Lundberg, and I would like to tell you why I am a candidate for mayor of Gloucester. First, many thanks to 1623 Studios for hosting these candidate statements. These statements help inform the voters, and that is our main goal. Gloucester is at a crossroads, and many of us feel that our concerns about the changes facing us as a community are not being heard. I'm running because one of my strengths of leadership is listening and turning those concerns into solutions. It's getting harder for many families, teachers, city workers, healthcare providers, artists, seniors, and families with kids in schools to afford to live here. Our school population is shrinking, we have educational quality issues, and our families and educators are still suffering the impacts of a strike against our schools that could have and should have been avoided. And our business community needs a good civic partner in the mayor's office who who understands the challenges that they face on Main Street and in the economy as they make their important contribution to our community. I am running for mayor because I love this city and because I have the skills and experience to lead us to the solutions. I grew up in Gloucester, graduated from Gloucester High School. My family roots are deep. My grandfather came here from Sweden over 100 years ago to work in the granite quarries and became the city assessor. My father was a longtime doctor at Addison Gilbert and also served as chair of the Gloucester's Board of Health. Our daughter, son-in-law, and grandchildren live nearby, so we are lucky to have grandparent duty now and again. I have experience and leadership skills to be your mayor. I have served the city as chair of the planning board and president of the city council. In addition to my city service, I have served on the boards of Addison Gilbert Beverly Hospitals, the Sawyer Free Library, and Wellspring House. My business career in the railroad industry began working as a conductor on the freight trains and continued as chief labor negotiator and chief operating manager. The key to business success is how to collaborate and listen to our employees and our customers. I learned how to listen, how to reach agreements, and how to make the trains run on time. The kind of leadership that I aspire to as mayor is building trust, setting goals and meeting them, challenging and empowering our dedicated volunteers serving on the city's boards, committees, and commissions, and always keeping our community's needs at the center. I am asking for your support, your vote, and your partnership as we address the needs of our city. You can hold me to the same high standards of accomplishment as you hold yourselves, because if we work together as one team, we can make Gloucester a city where fairness, families thrive, and where leadership is measured by results. Thank you.